All right, so folks, now that my whip stitch is done, now I am turning over my paper and I am doing the running stitch. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to pull my thing all the way through till I hit my knot. This one, it's a little trickier if you want to tie like the whip stitch. The knot should work for this one. So you're going to skip every other one again. But this time, instead of always going, I'm going to pre-poke some of my holes. So I'm pre-poking my holes, going through. Now, my thread, you can see, is on the bottom. So like, see, my thread is on the bottom. So the way a running stitch works is when the thread is on the bottom, you bring it up. And when the thread is on the top, you bring it down. So you're alternating top to bottom. You bring it up, you bring it down, all the way through. Bring it up, bring it down. And you always pull it tight. What you might find happens is if you pull it around and you do this, you're going to end up with a big loop, like a big whip stitch. And that's going to cause you some problems. So always make sure if you're at the bottom, you keep your string all at the bottom and you pull it all the way tight. Now, when you get to the end, you'll notice it says turn around and go back. So I'm not going to go all the way to the end, but I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So here I am at the top. Let's call this the end. And then what you're going to do is I'm at the top, so I'm going to go to the bottom at the next hole. And now I'm at the bottom, so I'm going to use that same hole that I already created. I'm going to use that same hole that I already created, and I'm going to go back in through the same holes so that you end up with a running stitch that looks like this. It's okay if you don't get all the way back, but I just want you to show me that you can do a running stitch all the way down and then go back at least a little bit until you run out of thread. Once you are done your whip stitch and your running stitch, you are going to take a photo of either side of this paper because you should be able to see both sides and turn it into the sewing practice.